Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you once again on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with my Ohio State Buckeyes Akron Zips Week 1 game preview as our number 2 ranked Ohio State Buckeyes begin the 2024 season and their quest for another national championship at home in the Horseshoe as they welcome the Akron Zips to town. Now, right off the bat, you look at these two teams historically, and as you'd imagine, Ohio State has dominated this series, just like they've essentially dominated the other Ohio universities. In fact, Ohio State has a notorious win streak against other Ohio universities. I can't even remember the last time they lost to another Ohio university, straight up. It's been a long time. Now, when it comes to Akron, believe it or not, they did lose to Akron one time, all the way back in 1894. If you want to know how long that's been, for any of my Ohio high school football fans that might be watching this video, y'all know the War of 1894, right? Massillon, McKinley. Well, the last time Akron beat Ohio State, that rivalry was just getting started. That's how long it's been. By the way, I've been to a couple of Massillon McKinley games. They were intense, especially before they renovated Tom Benson Stadium, right? I mean, for those who don't know, maybe you're not from the area, Tom Benson Stadium used to be called Fawcett Stadium, and there used to be a neighborhood around the stadium. People were legit tailgating in front yards before that game. That was awesome, man. Walking down the streets, just seeing people tailgating in front yards. That was awesome. And then, of course, they renovated the stadium, and now it's like a Hall of Fame village. Yeah, it is what it is. It's still nice, though, But, yeah, the way I see it, Ohio State should easily take care of business this Saturday. The only way I see Akron hanging around is if Ohio State really has trouble getting going. Now, last year, you probably could have given Akron a legit chance because we had Honda McCord at quarterback, right? And Honda McCord was very limited. We saw how he was last year. I wish him all the best of luck at Syracuse, but I mean, we went from a Honda McCord to Will Howard. Now, the best thing about Will Howard is he can run. He's willing to run. When was the last time we had a quarterback who was willing to run? Justin Fields? Well, CJ Stroud. I mean, CJ could run, but it's like he'd prefer not to, which is understandable, He's like more of a scrambler, not a runner. Justin Fields, he could legit take off and score himself. In fact, I think that's how he scored his first touchdown as a Buckeye. Yeah, I remember the call, was it good morning, Columbus? Or hello, Columbus? Something like that. Can't remember exactly, but it was something along those lines. This is probably the first time we've legit had a running quarterback since Justin Fields. And I'm freaking excited because look at the guys around Will Howard. Like, I'm legit looking up our freaking depth chart right now, and I'm going to list off all the freaking studs on this team. And tell me in the comments, how are you going to stop these guys if you're Akron? Maybe lock them in the locker room, right? Make sure they don't even get on the field. Maybe flatten the bus's tires. I don't know. Sabotage them somehow. I mean, look at our receiving core. Jeremiah Smith, #1 receiver in the nation in the 2024 recruiting class. My dude was out there during camp dogging Denzel Burke and the other corners. Like, they could not guard him. And if they couldn't guard him, imagine what he's going to do to the Akron secondary. Oh, my God. What's the single game receiving record for a freshman in his first game? I'm legit wondering. Like for anybody, actually. It doesn't have to be a freshman. For anybody. Single game receiving record. Talk about bowl games, of course, but like, you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, Carnell Tate, Emeka Egbuka, Jaden Ballard, Nyland Graham, Brandon Innes, Bryson Rogers. That's a nice receiving core right there. And then, of course, you have, Kojo Antwi and David Adolph. We might actually see them a lot in this game if things go the way we're thinking. We might even see some walk-on receivers, too, right? Getting some reps. But, man, you talk about our receiving core, man, then you look at our running back room. My God, good luck stopping this team. Quinshawn Judkins, one of the top transfers available. My dude literally committed to Ohio State right after the national championship game. Of course, I was live on the main channel for that game, and you saw my reaction to Quinshawn committing to Ohio State. I was freaking hyped. And of course, you have Travion Henderson. And then James Peoples and Sam Williams-Dixon coming in as freshmen. So, yeah, our offense is absolutely loaded to the gills. And all I'm going to say is pray for Akron because they got to try to stop these guys, right? And, of course, Chip Kelly is the OC, so who knows what he's going to cook up. He's like a damn mad scientist when it comes to running an offense. I expect this offense to be a fast-paced offense. They're going to run the gas out of the Akron defense. That defense is going to be on their hands and knees gasping for air the second quarter. That's crazy, man. But looking at the keys to a Buckeye W for week 1. Number 1, don't sleep on the Zips, right? Because there's nothing that they want to do more than go into Ohio State, go into the Horseshoe, week 1, to start a season, and beat you. They want to put you in the same group as the team up north when they lost to Appalachian State. And I know damn well these guys don't want to be labeled with those losers, right? When it comes to losing to an inferior opponent, it happens every once in a while. You don't want to be a part of that group, especially because, like I said, Ohio State has a notorious win streak against other in-state colleges. Let's keep that thing going, right? But yeah, don't sleep on the Zips. They got some serious low-key talent over there. I mean, their quarterback, I believe, is Ben Finley, who transferred from Cal, and he also played at NC State. So yeah, he's pretty good. Don't sleep on him. They got some decent players, but nobody that really jumps out at me when it comes to their skill positions. But that don't mean nothing. They could surprise us. But yeah, I can't stress it enough. Don't sleep on the Zips. Go out there from opening kickoff and dominate. Straight up. Take their will out of the game. Make it to where, for the whole second half, because I'll be streaming this game on the main channel. Subscribe if you're not already. Make it to where, for the whole second half, I'm just sitting here chilling. Not really calling the game because it's such a blowout. For real. But yeah, don't sleep on these guys. No. Because they will get you. That's for sure. Number 2, get Quinshawn and Travion going early. Because the way I see it, you get this run game going, and the passing game will open up, and Jeremiah and company are going to eat for sure. And then number 3, this is the big one. Take care of the ball. Don't give Akron any extra possessions. Because again, they could beat you. Don't give them a short field, right? Don't put our defense in any precarious positions. But yeah, those are my keys to a Buckeye win. Shouldn't be too hard. Now, in terms of players to watch, you already know who I'm going with. On offense, Jeremiah Smith. Pretty easy there. And on defense, I got to go with safety transfer from Alabama, Caleb Downs, who, in my opinion, should have been a Buckeye from the beginning. But he chose to go to Alabama. Can't really hate him for that. Go play for Nick Saban, try to win a national title. And, of course, Nick Saban shockingly retired in the offseason. And the moment that news came out, I kid you not, Buckeye fans were talking about Caleb Downs transferring to Ohio State. Like, from the moment the news broke. They're like, Caleb Downs, Caleb, you want to transfer to Ohio State? This is the best chance to do it, bro. Come on, you know what to do. That's exactly what they were saying on Twitter, pretty much. You gotta love Buckeye Twitter, man. It's freaking awesome. Freaking love those people over there, man. What an awesome fan base we have. And the funniest part is, Ohio State gives up 1 first down on Saturday. People are going to say, okay, we're ass. Fire Ryan Day. You know what's going to happen. This fan base is so overreactionary. But we love it, right? It's the way it is. It's the way we are. We have high expectations for this team, right? Anything less than a national championship this year is a massive failure, and Ryan Day will most likely be fired by every single Buckeye fan after the season. Now, I don't think he'll actually get fired, but if you ask any Ohio State fan, in their eyes, he'll be fired if they don't win a natty this year. Because this is, without a doubt, probably the best team we've had in years. From top to bottom, look at this roster. Like, I'm legit looking at our roster right now. This is probably one of the deepest, most veteran-laden teams we've had. Like, look at how many kids we had leave for the draft. Not too many. Because the vast majority of them, as they said, came back and reloaded the clip. And I'll say this for sure. That clip, reloaded. Big time. We are cocked, locked, and ready to rock. Because, Jack Sawyer, Ty Hamilton, Tyleik Williams, JT, all could have easily left. They all came back. And they're all redshirt juniors. Yeah. So that means after this season, they're all probably gone if they have monster years. Then you have guys like Mitchell Melton, who's a redshirt senior. You have a few other, upperclassmen that could leave after this year as well. And it's so funny because I look on Twitter and I see other fan bases talking about our incoming recruiting class for the 2025 cycle. And they're like, man, there's going to be a lot of kids in the transfer portal because they ain't going to play. I'm like, did you see our depth chart? Do you see how many kids we're probably going to be losing to the draft after this season? Yeah, that's a lot. It's kind of like what the team up north had the past couple years, right? They didn't really have a lot of kids going to the draft, and look what happened. They had one of the most senior-laden teams they've had in a while. And look at us now. Our team is just loaded to the gills with upperclassmen who are hungry for that one national championship. And of course, before they get to that natty, they want that pair of gold pants. And they want a Big Ten championship too. Because a lot of these guys haven't experienced that. So, yeah. I'm excited to watch Jeremiah and Caleb Downs on the field tomorrow. And I even have a bold prediction that both of these guys will have a touchdown tomorrow. Jeremiah probably will. But Caleb, that's kind of bold. Right? Because, of course, he's a safety. But you never know. He could bait the quarterback into throwing a bad pass. And he just ball-hawks it and takes it to the house. That would be awesome. Oh, my God. That'd be dope just to see week 1, right? Get us started on that trajectory, right? Freaking Caleb Downs pick 6. It's like, okay. This is going to be a fun season. Now, as far as my prediction goes, I could have easily put Ohio State by however many they want. But in terms of actual score, I'll say 56-10 Buckeyes. I think Akron gets 3 points early because Ohio State has a tendency of giving up points early in the game before they can lock in. And then after that, it's complete shutdown. And then I think they get a touchdown late in the game as like some pity points. Like, ooh, we left with something. But yeah, I think Ohio State takes care of business tomorrow afternoon. And then we get ready for week 2 against Western Michigan. Should be fun. And of course, I'll be streaming the game tomorrow on the main channel, Crazy Dog Sports. If you aren't subscribed to that channel or this one, be sure to do so. And that's going to wrap it up. In fact, tomorrow we have a commit watch going down too. I don't know if he's committing like on a stream or something, but Philip Bell out of California, 4-star wide receiver, committing tomorrow. Little extra present for us Buckeye fans? Sounds like it. At least that's what the vibes are giving off. But let me know what you guys think of this matchup in the comments down below. Give me your keys to a Buckeye W, your players to watch, and your score prediction in the comments down below. But with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, coming at you once again on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. I cannot wait for tomorrow. Hope to see you guys on the main channel in my stream. And let's go Bucks! OH! I'm out. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. And of course, I might have a commitment video too. So keep an eye out for that. Bye-bye.